You know, guys, if you hail from the tri-state area on the East Coast, and that, of course, is Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and Delaware, you always say, and you hear everybody say, hey, I'm heading down to the shore, which, of course, 4th of July weekend, that's what everybody's doing. I'm heading down to the shore. People say, well, when's the last time you visited the shore? Now, if you say that in California and you say that in Florida, other places that have the ocean or bodies of water near them, they'll go, sure what? What the hell are you talking about? What are you so sure about? No, you're going to the beach. But if you're from this area, you're going to the shore. Now, I've never been a shore fanatic, okay? So everything I say, I have to preface it with that statement so you understand where I'm coming from. Listen, you know, as a kid, I know a lot of kids love to go to the beach. They love to hang out on the sand. They like to go in the water. They like to walk the boardwalk. Boardwalk, definitely a cool thing at different parts during the Jersey Shore, okay? And, well, if you ever watched the Jersey Shore show on TV, it's not quite like they portray it, but it's interesting to say the least. But I was never one of those kids, you know, had a monstrous in-ground pool in the backyard. That was my shore when I was growing up. And then, you know, weighing this out, drive down to the shore for 2.5 hours, have sand on over you, jump into the water, which is usually cold, full with jellyfish and seaweed, or hop into that pool, which is 80 some degrees. No brainer. No brainer for me, at least. So, had a meeting earlier this week, had to go to Atlantic City. Was supposed to go 3 days. I didn't even make it 12 hours. That's the God's honest truth before I checked out. Last time I had been in Atlantic City, I was covering the Roberto Duran-Iran Barkley fight at the Trump Plaza. It was a snowy night in Atlantic City, and I think that was like 1989. And I remember I brought my father along and got him a press pass so he could sit at ringside. And it was one of the best fights I ever watched, too, by the way. Duran winning outright as an underdog, and he was just, oh, my. When Roberto Duran walked by me that night and I saw him as he was coming to the ring, and he had that look on his face. And if you remember Roberto Duran, he had one of two looks. He had that disinterested, hey, I'm a little overweight, I'm blubbery around the middle look. Or he had this look of, I am the Tasmanian devil and I'm out to kill you tonight and I'm in great shape and I'm ripped. That was the look that he had that night. So anyway, great fight. But that's the last time I've been in Atlantic City. And when I heard about this meeting, it was like, geez, couldn't it be in like, you know, Vegas? Couldn't it be in Florida, Atlantic City? So anyway, I get in, it's like 12:30 at night. Well, you know, going to the Golden Nugget. Now, it may be a 4-star hotel. And again, let me preface this by saying that when I go to the hotels, it's different than reasons that you guys probably go to the hotels because I don't take any vacations, okay? I work 363 days a year. The only days I actually get officially off are around the All-Star break, okay? So when I go to a hotel, I care about where am I going to work, what's the internet speed like, and all those kind of things that probably most people, 99% of you watching this video report, don't give a damn with. But when I'm working 6 or 7 hours, I need to know these things. So it's a 4-star hotel, right? But it's an old hotel, okay? It's an old hotel. They totally renovated, whatever. When I see renovated hotels, generally I think, you know, you can gussy up a pig, but it's still a pig at the end of the day, and that's what it is. It's old bones. Nice furnishings, lousy little workstation, okay? Type of workstation where you sit in this horrible, uncomfortable chair that you normally would probably sit in if you were going to a wedding reception on Sunday, okay? That's the type of uncomfortable chair that it is. Small little workspace with one place to plug in for AC. Oh, there was another place if you got down on your hands and knees, which I had to do and crawl underneath the table and reach around back where the TV was plugged in to plug in something there. And there was one other AC socket that I could easily reach next to one side of the bed. Not exactly like going to the Marriott Courtyard, okay, and having that nice little desk in front of you. So I was already annoyed there. Their internet service was awful. It was awful. I still believe that there was somebody out on the boardwalk, little caveman with a tablet, stone chisel, and he was actually providing your service, which was like the equivalent of what I would say would be dial-up on AOL back in 1990 or so, okay? Hey, I bring my MiFi card. I'm a happy guy. I work all over the country with it. Always be prepared. So I got my own mobile hotspot. I can live with that. But what I couldn't live with was from 4 o'clock to 6 o'clock, the people in the room next door to me because of the paper-thin walls. Again, old hotel. Old bones. You can gussy it up, but you can't change the fact that the bones are old. Paper-thin walls, I'm hearing everything they're talking about for 2 hours. And they're talking loud. Not like normal talking voices. These people obviously were somewhat hearing impaired because they like to talk loud. And I'm hearing everything about their grandfather, the mother, blah, blah, blah. I mean, I'm already at short fuse time. And if you've noticed these video reports, you know I have a short fuse, okay? Just a little bit of a short fuse. Finally, they shut the hell up at like 6 in the morning. I'm done my work. I've now gotten there at like 12:15, and I've worked till about 6. Finally, they shut up. I fall asleep. I'm going to get my 4 hours of sleep and I'm going to figure I'm going to wake up being a happier guy. No, 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 no. Because at 6:15 in the morning, I hear one of the loudmouths next to me, and again, the paper-thin walls going, "Don't you hit that ass. Don't you slap that ass. You only slap that ass when I tell you." And I'm thinking, what do I have, a dominatrix next to me? And she's doing phone sex. That's all I can figure out. This went on for like a half hour. Well, at that point, my fuse, I was like a time bomb. My wife knew we were leaving very shortly. So I lasted less than 12 hours. I hope to God I never have to go back to Atlantic City again. I would never stay at that lousy hotel. And whatever the girl is charging for her phone sex rates, I think she's definitely overcharging because she wasn't that good from what I could hear. End of story. So we fast forward now to Friday's video report, the gambling-oriented portion of today's video. I promised you a good story. I think if I talk gambling every single day, I would be a happy puppy. But anyway, here's the deal. The hottest handicapper here at the site happens to be one of the charter members like myself, Trace Adams, a veteran of over 12 and a half years here at the site, a guy that I've known, well, hell, he came to my wedding back in 1989, so I've known him forever. He's hot. Going for winning day number 12 out of 13 today. And normally 1,000 star play is his top rated release. Occasionally has raised the bar 1,500 star plays. Hit number 4 in a row, in fact, with the Yankees winning at Anaheim on Wednesday night. You got it for half price. Yesterday, came out with his 2,000 star double your wager winner number 4 out of 5 over the past couple weeks and cashed in with the Red Sox as a $1.45 dog at Toronto. You got it as half price. Well, today he has a play that matches the biggest of his career, 2,500 star, one and only 2,500 star interleague game of the year, Pirates and Indians in PNC Park in Pittsburgh. And you're going to get it again as the half price play of the day simply by using coupon code TRACE, his first name, TRACE. For those of you that are newcomers, why am I giving you the hottest handicapper, a guy who's won 11 of the past 12 days and has his biggest play ever going as the biggest discounted play? Because, again, my philosophy has always been that you don't have to spend big money to make big money, guys. And I continue to prove it for you here by handicapping and giving you the best handicappers, the hottest guys with the biggest plays at the biggest discount. So, again, Trace Adams, half-price play of the day. Now, a couple of other things, all your other promos, etc., are over on the home page. But final day offer. Save $125 off the purchase price of any handicapper's 30-day package by using coupon code SAVE125. 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 $125 off the purchase of any handicapper's 30-day package. And again, let's say you have Trace Adams, for example, and you have 10 days left of a 30-day package, and you want to re-up and get another 30 days. Well, that would give you then automatically 40 days remaining in your package. You would save $125 off the purchase price, and if you have any instant rebates, they are applicable as well. And keep in mind, guys, the package prices today are the same as they were yesterday, the same as they were last month. Nothing's changed. It's not like I'm giving you a make-believe $125 off. This is right off the top. You can save $50 off the purchase of any handicapper 7-day package by using coupon code SAVE50. Both coupons expire today. Should you have any questions, you can always contact customer service. Now, those coupons are a result of the fact that the charity play of the week won on Wednesday when Chris Jordan delivered with his interleague total of the year with Milwaukee and Philadelphia skying over the total after 5.5 innings. You got that $79 play for free. And when a play wins like that, a charity play, I then give you an ability to save money on any handicapper, not just Chris Jordan, but any handicapper's long-term package. The reason I do that is because I'm bribing you. Because I figure if I save you even more money, it'll induce you to make a donation. Now, during the 4-year run of the Charity Play of the Week, I have many times gone to the well repeatedly with one particular recipient. And I do that because many times there is a goal that they have set, or the person that has established the fundraising site, they've set a particular goal. And by doing it in a repeat fashion, I get those people closer. I get them closer to getting over the hump, at least halfway or even all the way there. And the other thing, to be quite honest with you, I like to use Facebook's fundraiser site to find charity recipients. Unfortunately, and listen, this is no knock on it, it's amazing, and I spend a couple of hours doing my searches, how many people put up things for animals. I got nothing against that. Whatever floats your boat. But that's not the purpose of my charity play of the week. I'm trying to help people, as you are as well, those in times of financial crisis and times of need. I'm not caring about their animals or anything about animals. And again, I have nothing against it. It's just not what I established this program for. It is often very hard as well to find recipients that take PayPal and or credit cards. I like to get them with both because I know you. I know the demographics of this site. I know how many people are using credit cards versus PayPal. I know that if I exclude one, the donations are going to go down. Today, I decided to return to the same recipient from a week ago. This is a family who somebody set up a fundraising site for to help defer the expenses that they still have resulting from the funeral of their 17-year-old son who died in May of 2004 when his vehicle was struck by a deer. He was wearing a seatbelt, but he lost control of the vehicle and he was ejected and he was killed. And when I came across that story initially, I thought, my gosh, here it is a year later and you lost a child and you still have bills to pay, expenses for the funeral. That's why the fundraising site was set up. And I'm asking you again to take advantage and make a donation since you got Chris's play for free. Charity Play of the Week won for the 13th time in 18 weeks on Wednesday, thanks to Chris Jordan. So again, if you happen to be watching this video on my homepage, all you got to do is scroll down and you can make a donation, Visa, MasterCard, etc., PayPal, etc., all accepted. And the fact that you may have given once doesn't matter. The point is to give if you got the play, because without your help, there is no community of caregivers. So again, that's the Charity Play of the Week. Now, in terms of your free plays, I've got a couple of them. The late game, I like Arizona on the run line, plus $1.20 as a home dog against Colorado. A Rockies team going with Kyle Kendrick, the Diamondbacks going with Chase Anderson. Now, these two just hooked up at Coors Field, and Kendrick and the Rockies got the best of Anderson. But I have a real problem taking the Rockies right now. They're 1-5 on their current road trip. They've lost 5 of 6 on their current road trip. And in that 6-game stretch, they've batted only .201. They've only scored a total of 5 runs in their last 4 games. They've lost 10 of their last 13 on the road. Meanwhile, Arizona is 6-3 in the season series and averaging over 7.5 runs and hitting as a team a collective .338 against the beleaguered Rockies pitching staff. Now, Kyle Kendrick, cast adrift by the Phillies after a long career during the offseason, signed with the Rockies. Well, he's got 10 losses. Another loss today, and he'll join Aaron Harang, who is currently with the Phillies, as the major's only other 11-game loser. 10 losses on the season, an earned run average of 6.07. Yes, did he beat Anderson and Arizona at Coors Field a week and a half ago? Yes, he did, despite giving up 4 runs and 8 hits and 3 homers in 6 innings pitched. And listen, he faced the Rockies earlier this year at Chase Field in Phoenix. He was hit hard. 10 hits, 6 runs, and 4.1 innings of work. He has made 5 starts at Chase Field in his career. His earned run average, 8.88. And although Chase Anderson did struggle at Coors, he's back at home and he's pitched well at home this season at home. 3.25 earned run average, and the Diamondbacks have won 4 of his last 5 starts. Ta-da! Ironically, you can do the deduction. The only one they lost was that one at Colorado. But I like the way Arizona's playing right now and not the way Colorado is. So I like Arizona laying the 1.5 runs, making them a home dog in this particular spot. The other play I'm going to go with is the Yankees at home against the Rays. Okay, let me just play devil's advocate. I know that Chris Archer of the Rays this season 6-0 with a major league best 0.90 earned run average on the road. I know that Tampa has won 14 of his last 15 starts. I know Tampa is 7-0 in his career starts against the Yankees. I know he's personally 5-0 with his 2.02 earned run average in those 7 career starts against the Pinstripers. But here's the problem. The Rays aren't playing well right now, and they're not hitting the ball. They've lost 5 in a row, and during that 5-game losing streak, which included an 0-4 homestand just completed against the Indians, in those 5 straight losses, they have, what have they done? Struck out 51 times, walked 8 times, scored 11 runs. They have lost 9 of their last 11, and in that 11-game stretch, they've only scored 27 runs. Yankees did not play well on their West Coast road trip, but they haven't played well on the road all season. That's the reality of it, okay? So them going 3-4 on a road trip isn't a surprise. They played much better at home, and I'm going to go with the Yankees in this one against a slumping, offensively challenged Tampa team, Yankees, and Tanaka, who is personally 2-0 in his 2 career starts against Tampa Bay with a pretty damn good earned run average of 1.93 in those outings. The Yankees, your other complimentary play. That'll do it, guys. Best of luck to you all, and I'll catch you again tomorrow when we do this one more time.